Hi, I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf. Welcome to What's in My Toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. And in this installment we have this US Pro torque angle gauge. It's got a handy little tool. Let me just get it out of the packet for you. It comes in two parts. It comes with the angle gauge itself, which has a dial on the front, as you can see here. And you can do up to 360 degrees of torque with it. Torque angle, should I say. Also comes with this little bar, and the idea of this bar is you hook it through, and this holds the gauge steady, so when you turn this front end, the angle will set without moving the whole thing, because if you don't, the whole thing will twist. I've got some footage of this in action that I'll show you in just a moment. So this is 1/2 inch this end and 1/2 inch this end, so let me grab a 1/2 inch socket quickly. So here's a 1/2 inch socket at 15mm. If you're interested. And yeah, this pops on. It gives you a nice firm, secure fitting. And then you put your, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna need quite a long breaker bar for this. In here, that's why it's 1/2 inch, good. Because once you set the torque settings on your fasteners, you need to set this and you'll need quite a long bar to put the enough angle on it. So before we can use the torque angle gauge, we need to set the original torque setting, which in this case is 45Nm. You can probably hear the clicks in the background as we're going along. Now we can use the angle gauge. I've already got it set up on here. So now I'm going to use my big breaker bar to slowly twist it around to the 90 degrees of torque angle that we need. I'm being careful here to make sure the angle gauge doesn't twist or slip while I'm doing it. As you can see, the bar's holding it tightly against the lug nut I have fastened there. And we're nearly done, and I'm going to get you a bit of a close-up of the angle gauge now. So now you've seen the footage of this in action. As you saw at first, I used a torque wrench to set the initial torque value, and then I used this to set the torque angle value afterwards. You must make sure you've already torqued your fastener down first. When you'll see, like in most operators manuals and manuals as such, will give you the operating spec. So for instance, for the last one you saw was 45Nm and then 90 degrees of angle, which is about there. And yeah, so you do is torque it down first, then you pop this lovely thing on, and then you'll set it down to the 90 by twisting it clockwise. You find sometimes when you have to set them, you need to think, as long as this starts out at 0, you're fine. So you can twist this front base without twisting the back place, because we can hold it steady. See, so you twist the front and the arrow moves. So my final thoughts on this tool, well, it's not a tool I'm going to use all the time. It came in handy when I needed it. Certainly if I was doing more head work, it would come in handy because most of those require specific angle settings after you torque them down to the initial spec. And it's just good to have stuff torqued down. I did a drive shaft bolt with this not too long ago, but that's what I did a little sample footage on. And you don't want a drive shaft bolt flying out on you, so proper torquing is always recommended. If you enjoyed this video, why not drop a like? Any questions or feedback, let me know in the comments. I normally drop 2 videos a week, so if you haven't subbed to the channel yet, you should, and then you'll never miss another video. Do you know anyone else who would enjoy watching this video? Then feel free to share it with them. Thanks for watching until the end. Have a sensational day.